20 goons and ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out 1 for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 30 pace. Let's go. The run. Bravo. Ready.
On first down, Green. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll drop to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, there was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Check your hot read. The lady.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to run now. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Right there. 54 Mike. Not here. Check. Crunch. The lady. Hey, alert 3. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm scared. Watch out. Pick the edge. Go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check right 54. Right 54. I'm coming for you. You mine. Kill. Hey, lady. Kill. Motion. Bump. Check three.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, lady. Lucky. Switch.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Switch. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
We're going to start. 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass. Rush in. Under 10. 10. Check 26.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
54 Mike. Here we go. Big ass. Check 43. Shoot.
On 3rd down, Swift. And he's got some space here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go. SOS. Check 24, check 24. He's coming. Double up, double up. 1080. Double up. Slam, slam.
They'll look to run with Henderson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Red 80. Bang, bang.
They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Boom! That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal.
Check 50. Check 50. Shift. Watch the shift.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
36.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll run on first down. Green. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be a third and about 13. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Yes! Take it. And go Mike 10. Go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, it's Green. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Watch the twist.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
first down. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Philly. 46 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction. Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them. Second and 6. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll try the left side. It's Green, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
Check 31, check 31.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal?
Check three. Squeeze. Get ready, go.
They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Gonzalez's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break. Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A terrific run there by Penny. Give him 58 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Play it, play it, play it, play it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
All day, baby, all day. Back, back, back. Hey, lady. He's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Protein spill. Safe.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Line 54. Line 54.
Brings up third and 2.
Motion. Check. Lady. Hot. 49. Check 49.
On third down, Swift. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Switch it. Come on, switch it, lady. Check 99. Red 80.
On first down, Swift. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch 54. I can't believe he let you play. Red 80. He let you play. Jam. Joker.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Watch out. Check right 54. X3. 218. Chopper. These babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Shift. Red 80.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Mike 5-4. Hey, we heavy on the lady. Check.
Penny, a first down carry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Crunch. Kill. Hey, alert 3. Watch out. Pick the edge. Come. Red 80. Fresno.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Tight right. 4 down. Here we go, Mike 20. Here we go.
Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Gates, the intended receiver there. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, Delta. Here we go.
Now Darnold. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. They'll set up to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowman. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Green. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ready, break. I got you. Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's top right there. 61. Matchbox, right. Ready.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll try and run for it. And he's in. Flood Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Now that Eagle go for 2.
Wide, get wide. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Greystone travel, Greystone travel. Switch.
They'll try and run it here. But he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Showing it. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang. Sponge. No.
Now a give, right side. Swift. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So Big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. On play action, they'll throw. Gates with a grab. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll drop the throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 41.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. After the run, now Darnold to throw. He's going to wind up in it. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Bring it. Lady. 36. Lady.
Now a give, right side. Swift. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
What's the run? They're running it.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Topper. Buzz. Give me that ball, defense. Shit. Go. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Ready.
Now back to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him